It's an all-out draft show with everything you need to know. We've got 33 players fighting for 24 spots. Who's going to make it and who will not? Join us once again as we set the stage for 2013 on This Month in Wiffleball. We start the show alphabetically with ex-Yankee Nick Anizalakis. Anizalakis may fall as far as the middle of the second round. If that's so, his fielding and 8 home runs in 2012 would make him the bargain of the draft. 4-year veteran Tom Beninati has never been anything other than an owner, but that will change in 2013. Though his numbers have declined, he did drive in 11 last year and is a much better fielder than given credit for. Andy Blickley shocked all in 2012 by shutting the Cardinals out of the playoffs, and that performance will likely earn him a spot in someone's rotation. Former MVP John Colusi will be on the block, and as a player who can pitch, field, and hit for power, he could be a valuable addition to someone's roster. Joey DeGioia can't pitch, but he does everything else. With the burden of no longer being an owner on his shoulders, 2013 could be a breakout year for this 5-year veteran. Two-time champ Chris Dooley will be available on draft day. He's proven himself in some big spots over the last 2 years. Teammate Dan Doobie was frontrunner for Rookie of the Year early in 2012. He's a lefty with power who drove in 18 runs, and he's got a ring. 2011 was a breakout year for Ralph Filosa, but 2012 was less than memorable. He was able to lead his Nats from oblivion all the way to the playoffs last season, so even if he doesn't bounce back, there's no denying he's a team chemistry guy. Mike Frezza has never played less than 15 games in any of his 3 seasons. If he gets in a groove at the dish, he could hit his team into the playoffs. Dan Hogue is back this season after missing all of last season. His size may lead you to believe he is a power hitter, but don't be fooled. Hogue is all about the contact. The only thing keeping 2011 Cy Young Dakota Kenny from going number 1 in the draft is the amount of games he will miss in 2013. Slated for just 10 games, Kenny will fall, but not too far. Another player back after a year off is James Lampone. Though he will only be part-time, Lampone's handful of postseason home runs should guarantee a roster spot. Another player that would be picked earlier, if not for the limited amount of games he can commit to, is 2011 MVP Anthony Lando. Lando says he'll make 8 to 10 games in 2013. Is that enough to take him in the first round? Eric Lanks had a down year in 2012, but came on strong down the stretch. Lanks is among the best fielders in the Palisades WBL, and if he can get it going at the plate, even a batting title isn't out of the question. Tim McElrath has all the tools to be an all-star. But if you want him, you'll have to take a chance on him in the first round. Otherwise, he's headed to the Giants with his twin brother Ryan. Mike Malfidis has 2 rings and was a big part of both teams. There's been talk that he's lost something on the carpet, but how down of a year is a 2.66 ERA? The Brewers have said all along that they will use the 2nd overall pick to acquire the lefty. We will see on April 7th. Bo Machinsky was a midseason call-up in 2012 and turned the national season around. Though Bo can pitch and field, he does his best work at the plate. It looked like Izzy Ratome was going to sit out 2013 with a torn labrum, but through the miracle of modern medicine, he has been healed and will be available in the draft. But is he damaged goods? Matt Riegler has proven he's a force to be reckoned with at the plate. With 5 home runs in his first 2 seasons, this lefty will supply the power. Jordan Robles won't touch the carpet too much through August, but by the time the postseason rolls around, he will be ready to go. If he gets drafted by a team that can get him to the playoffs, they could go all the way. Chris Schneider has been in the Palisades WBL since day 1 and has carved out a nice career for himself. He may go late in the draft, but there is no doubt he will contribute at the plate. Nick Squitieri is one of the more underrated players in the league, and now that he can pitch, there isn't anything he can't do to help a team win. The biggest name in the draft and the Orioles' first pick is going to be Tim Trineri. This hard-throwing right-hander strikes out more batters per 5 than anyone in the league, and he's been known to help his cause with one of these. Matt Vanegas had a big rookie year with 7 wins on the carpet for the Mariners in 2012. If all goes according to plan, he will be back with them again in 2013. Here's a look at the 2013 rookies headed for the draft on April 7th. That's all for now. Join us next time as we see who went where and what happened opening day on the next episode of This Month in Wiffleball. Promotional consideration was paid for by Bailey's Smokehouse. Bailey's Smokehouse, the best barbecue east of the Mississippi.